Hello, Libras, and welcome to your March 2024 horoscope. And here in today's video, I'm going to discuss the main astrological events happening in March, and I'll tell you how they will influence your zodiac sign on a deeper level. This horoscope is most accurate for your rising sign, also called the ascendant sign. However, you can also watch it for your moon sign or your sun sign if you wish, just to get a bigger picture and a wider perspective upon your life. I follow Western astrology and tropical zodiac, so welcome. Now we start the month of March on a rather erratic note, because here your ruler Venus is still in the sign of Aquarius in the initial phase of March. And we've got a square with Uranus in Taurus at 19 degrees. So this means that Venus will be at 19 degrees of Aquarius, squaring Uranus in Taurus, and Uranus will be at 19 degrees of Taurus. So here, that's the fifth and the eighth house. Now, for you, this is a stronger influence, of course, because Venus is your chart ruler. So overall, with squares, especially when they involve Uranus, it's really, really important to be flexible, open-minded, adaptable, because your plans might change. Things might not be as you plan. So it's essential not to be completely fixed or overly rigid with a certain goal idea in the initial days of March. So what does it mean here? We've got the fifth house Venus. Venus in the fifth house is all about creativity, romance, love, affection. And that needs to express yourself creatively, freely, openly, authentically. However, we've got square to Uranus in Taurus in your eighth house. Now, very often with that eighth house energy being activated, this is connected to perhaps some unexpected expenses, outgoings connected to your business, connected to your client demands, or perhaps to your children. Now, here, this is also perhaps when you might be dealing with some insurance payouts or anything to do with finances that are not directly connected or related to your monthly, regular, or weekly income. Now, here with the square from Uranus and Taurus, yes, there is generally that perhaps needs to perhaps get out of your comfort zone and think slightly more strategically at this time, especially if you'll be dealing with something of a complex nature. Now, here you might also have to reevaluate your expenses, your investments, or perhaps this could be about also reevaluating joint shared resources as well. Here, with that Uranian influence in the eighth house, the eighth house also deals with deep connections and intimate life. But I think for some Libras, this could also play out in a way that you might need more freedom in your partnership, in your relationship, perhaps. So this could be also the case. This kind of dynamics will be definitely dominant in the initial days of March. But since Venus is also your chart ruler, if there is something or someone that stands in the way, or perhaps if you've got some financial obligations that are really making you kind of stuck in one way or another, then this is a time also to think how you can get out from this situation in order for you to generally feel more free in your life. Overall, here with Venus and Uranus square, this is also about finding this healthy balance between your need for security and stability and your need for fun, excitement, and leisure. So it's all about moderation. Now, moving forward, we've got a new moon in Pisces on the 10th of March at 20 degrees of Pisces. So here a new moon occurs when the sun and the moon meet at the same degree in the same sign. We've got a new lunar cycle. Now, this particular new moon lunar cycle is really, really significant because it is connected to the lunar eclipse that will occur next year in September. So whatever that you start around this time will likely have long-lasting outcomes and results. And these will be especially illuminated and highlighted next year during the lunar eclipse in Pisces. Now, what it is that you've got the sixth house activation, and that sixth house energy, which is connected to hard work, labor, service, and responsibilities, tasks, duties, daily life, has been really, really significant. And especially since Saturn entered this area of your life last year around the 7th of March. Now, very often when Saturn is in the sixth house, our responsibilities increase, our daily tasks and work responsibilities, household duties as well. And it's a phase, but at the same time, it's all about good time management, good energy management as well, because it's very easy to burn out. Here with this new moon, this could be about generally setting new goals, new objectives to simplify your life, your daily life. This is when you might be moving away from certain obligations, tasks. Perhaps you'll be implementing some adjustments as well in order to be more organized. And especially since Pisces overall can make it difficult here in the sixth house to stay organized in a consistently. However, now you've got Saturn here that is really, really helping you to establish that consistency, productivity. And so here with this new moon, this could be about generally you having this strong need to restructure your daily life, your routine. This could be connected to a new major project you will be working on, or perhaps even a new work, a new job, or perhaps a new work connection. We've got Saturn and Neptune circulating around this new moon. Now, Saturn is all about structure, stability, order, discipline. So here with that Saturnian energy, you can really create some long-lasting goals or set yourself long-lasting objectives. But here with Neptune, Neptune can bring a little bit of confusion and delusion and cloudiness as well. So overall here during this new moon, it's a really, really interesting new moon when you can really reach some substantial goals if you generally perhaps write things down. It's all about good planning, strategic planning, and here your daily routine, your task responsibilities, your work life. So I think this is connected to that good time management, becoming more organized, paying more attention onto what you eat, your diet, your health, your well-being. With Saturn in the sixth house, very often we lose weight very easily because we have so much going on in our life. We don't have time to eat. Here, Saturn in the sixth house is connected to snacking and nibbling, but it's very easy to forget to eat, to have a full and healthy, nutritious meal. So I think this new moon could really remind you about that healthy nutrition, and could generally help you to see things from a very different light, especially if recently life has been overwhelming, full of different tasks and responsibilities. This new moon might make you slow down and perhaps reconsider some of your duties, daily routines, and habits. It's all about modification, moderation as well. Now, a few days later, after this new moon, we've got the Sun and Neptune conjunction in the sign of Pisces at 27 degrees. So, as the Sun gets closer to Aries, it will conjunct, it will align tightly with Neptune. So we've got this Kazimi conjunction. And what this means is that there is this heightened intuition, but at the same time, I think this will definitely have a strong influence upon those who are in a healing industry, for those who are in perhaps in some art, creative industry. There is this heightened sensitivity, empathy, compassion. Perhaps this could be about getting involved in some charity, volunteering project, work. Anything to do when it comes to helping others, sharing your time, or perhaps dedicating some of your energy to resolve a certain problem, but something connected to help and compassion empathy. So here, while this energy is really great for helping others or getting involved in some volunteering work, or perhaps for even doing something very creative, spiritual, and artistic, but at the same time here Neptune can cloud our judgment. Neptune can also create confusion, so this isn't a good day for making any concrete plans. There's a lot of mystical, dreamy, and spiritual energy in the air, so that's what this here day is especially for. Now here on the 21st of March, the energies become much more serious, mundane, practical as well. This is when the Saturn and Venus will conjunct in Pisces. So as you can see, there is so much going on here in your daily work and, well, daily life, daily routine, task, responsibilities. Overall, the first, March overall is a really, really busy month, but a month when you can also get really organized, and when you can really restructure your daily routine in order to generally be happier, maybe have more time for things that bring you comfort, fun, and pleasure as well. So here with Venus and Saturn conjunction, that's your ruler yet again is illuminated. Saturn, as I said earlier, is connected to discipline, structure. Now, Saturn can also bring some delays and makes you slow down, see things from a different, more realistic, grounding side of psyche. So on the one hand, yes, it could bring a little, perhaps for some, it could bring a feeling of insecurity or self-doubt. So try to kind of redirect this kind of feelings, energies, thoughts into something that is connected to structure, or perhaps something to do with your health, or something to do with good planning, or anything that Jenny can shift you away from the negative side of this conjunction. Now, at the same time here with Saturn and Venus conjunction, I think this is connected to generally, yet again, structure and stability in your life. During this time, you might feel as a greater sense of responsibility towards your work, towards your business, towards your perhaps the service that you offer to others, or perhaps your health and well-being. So you take generally your life, your work very seriously around this time, and you might be making some important decisions as well connected to your health, connected to your work, or perhaps your daily life, daily routine. Here with that Venusian energy, this is when you perhaps need more balance, more harmony as well. This could also strengthen your relationship with another person. Now, on the 22nd, Mars will move into Pisces. And here with Mars in the sixth house from the 22nd for about 6 to 8 weeks, Mars speeds things up. So, on the one hand, if you're recovering from a surgery with Mars here, Mars brings a lot of energy and movement, and generally with Mars, things move very, very quickly. Lots of feisty and fiery energy in the air. At the same time, yes, your responsibilities might increase, but at the same time, you will have a lot of energy. You have more energy. So wherever Mars is present, this is where our energy field gets this massive boost. So that's the boost comes into your daily work routine, life, and so on. So lots of here different and versatile energies could be present in this area of your life. I think this could play out in a way that perhaps you will be dealing with deadlines, work related project functions. Perhaps this is connected to a travel or increased perhaps trips to your office, or perhaps to meet your clients even. Now, if you feel overwhelmed by your responsibilities, make sure that you practice self-care, self-love. So anything that generally helps you to relax, recharge your energies, it's really, really essential so that you can stay happy. And, with Venus being your ruler and Libra on your ascendant, you need that balance in your life. If you just dedicate your energy towards work and responsibilities, and you don't find any time even to read or take a walk outside in nature, you will generally, your mood might go down, and also your energy levels. So it's all about moderation, but Mars definitely gives you this boost, and it helps you to move forward with a lot of projects, and it's great. It's Mars feels really comfortable here in this area of your life, but at the same time, you need to remember about moderation and self-care as well. And we end the month with a Libra lunar eclipse. So here, your first house at 5 degrees. This eclipse is connected to a cycle that started in September 2022. So if you can remember what happened in your life, what you started, what ideas you had for yourself during that time, what good goals and intentions you set for yourself, for your career, for your family life. Now, during this Libra eclipse, things will, well, those ideas, those objectives could be generally become a reality. Of course, it's a south node eclipse, so I think this is about a part of you, literally, or not, shifting away. The south node eclipse is about something being eclipsed out from our life. And generally, this could be that your mindset is changing, your approach to life is changing, and perhaps you're seeing things differently. You want to do things differently moving forward. This could be also connected to a need to change your hairstyle or your style in general. So you're reinventing yourself. And a part of the old you is going to stay in the past as you embark on this brand new journey. Now, with an eclipse, a lunar eclipse, we look at both houses. So for some Libras, this is the year of some new connections, relationships being established. And this is really significant because the eclipses on the first and the seventh house axis, they very often bring very meaningful relationships and connections into our life. At the same time, we've got an out of sign opposition with Neptune. And this means that there could be a certain degree of uncertainty or perhaps some feelings of confusion around this time. Now, with eclipses, it's on the day of the eclipse. You shouldn't generally make any major decisions or initiate anything new. Give it a few days, especially since Mercury is going to be retrograde a few days after this eclipse as well. So generally during the eclipses season, things happen, and we don't have to do much because generally something that was already put into motion will take off. So you won't have to do much because things will generally start to happen, things that you have already initiated, because this is mid-cycle of this lunar phase or this lunar cycle. This isn't a brand new cycle. We are dealing with something that has already been put into motion. And we've got 5 degrees. So yes, generally here of this eclipse, yeah, so basically we need to wait for the south node to reach the 5 degree of this eclipse to and at that point you will have a really good understanding of what's going on, what this eclipse is really about. But I will explore it further closer to the day. In the meantime, have a good month, and until the next time, bye for now.